Calcium is one of the first things we hear about when it comes to building strong bones. Doctors recommend it, pharmacies are full of calcium supplements, and millions of adults take it every day, hoping to prevent osteoporosis and keep their bones strong as they age. But here's something that most people do not realize. Taking calcium the wrong way can silently weaken your bones over time. Yes, even if you take it daily, even if you follow the dose on the bottle, you may still not be getting the benefits you expect. The problem is not calcium itself. It is how your body absorbs, uses, or wastes it. And unfortunately, many people make small mistakes without knowing. Mistakes that limit calcium absorption or even send it to the wrong places in the body. Instead of strengthening your bones, it may end up in your blood vessels, your kidneys, or simply get excreted without helping at all. In this video, we will explain 3 common mistakes that can turn calcium from a helpful nutrient into a wasted effort, or worse. A hidden danger. You will learn how timing, supporting vitamins, and food choices all affect whether calcium actually reaches your bones. If you or someone you love is taking calcium, especially after the age of 50, you need to watch this. Because the real danger is not a lack of calcium, it is taking it wrong for years and never knowing why your bones keep getting weaker. Let's begin with the first mistake, taking calcium at the wrong time. Mistake 1. Taking calcium at the wrong time. Many people think that as long as they take calcium daily, their bones will be protected. But the truth is, timing matters more than most people realize. One of the most common mistakes is taking calcium at the wrong time of day, usually with meals that block its absorption or even right before bed when your body is not able to use it properly. Let us explain why this happens. Calcium needs stomach acid to be absorbed effectively. Your body naturally produces more stomach acid during main meals, especially lunch and dinner. If you take calcium on an empty stomach, or between meals, the absorption drops significantly. Even worse, if you take it alongside certain foods, it can get blocked altogether. For example, foods rich in oxalates, like spinach, sweet potatoes, or beans, can bind to calcium and prevent it from being absorbed. Also, if you take too much calcium at once, more than 500 milligrams in one dose, your body cannot absorb it all. Instead of benefiting your bones, the excess gets excreted or, in rare cases, builds up in places it should not, like your kidneys. Timing also affects how calcium interacts with other nutrients and medications. If you take it with iron, magnesium, or some antibiotics, they can interfere with each other's absorption. That is why many doctors recommend splitting your calcium dose throughout the day, ideally with meals. Now here is something most people do not know. Calcium works better when you take it in sync with your body's natural rhythms. Our bones go through remodeling during the day and night. Some studies suggest that calcium taken in the evening, with a light meal, may be more effective at slowing bone loss, especially in older adults. But again, the key is absorption. If your evening meal is high in fiber or contains calcium blockers like caffeine or alcohol, the benefit may be lost. The best advice? Do not just focus on how much calcium you take. Focus on when and how you take it. If you take other supplements or medications, separate calcium by at least 2 hours. Timing is not just a detail. It is the difference between strong bones or wasted effort. Mistake 2. Taking calcium without vitamin D and K2. Many people focus only on calcium when it comes to strengthening bones. But here's the truth. Without enough vitamin D and vitamin K2, your calcium supplements might not work, and worse, they can even backfire. Calcium does not work alone. It needs the help of vitamin D to be absorbed properly from the intestines into the bloodstream. If your body lacks vitamin D, most of the calcium you take will just pass through your digestive system unused. This means you're not building bone mass, even if you take calcium pills every day. But that's not the end of the story. Even if calcium gets into the blood, it still needs to be guided to the right place, your bones. And that is the job of vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 activates a special protein called osteocalcin. This protein helps lock calcium into the bone matrix, where it strengthens the skeleton. Without enough K2, Calcium can drift to soft tissues like arteries or joints, places it should not be. This misplacement can lead to artery hardening, kidney stones, or joint stiffness over time. So what happens when you take calcium without checking your D and K2 levels? You risk wasting your supplement and increasing your long-term health problems. This is one of the reasons why some people say, "I've been taking calcium for years, but my bones are still weak." Let's make it simple. Think of calcium as a brick. Vitamin D brings the bricks to the construction site, your blood. And vitamin K2 tells the workers where to place each brick, into bones, not into arteries. Now you might be asking, how do I get enough vitamin D and K2? Vitamin D mainly comes from sun exposure and certain foods like fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified dairy. But in many people, especially older adults, the levels are still low, so a supplement might be needed. Vitamin K2 is found in fermented foods like natto, a Japanese soybean product, aged cheeses, and some animal products like liver or egg yolk. Unfortunately, most modern diets lack these foods, so K2 deficiency is common. When choosing a calcium supplement, look for products that include both vitamin D3 and K2, often listed as MK7 or MK4. And remember, timing and dosage also matter. Do not take too much at once. And always check with a health professional if you're on medication. In summary, taking calcium without vitamin D and K2 is like trying to build a house with bricks but no workers and no blueprint. You might end up with a mess instead of strong bones. Let's move on to the third mistake that many people make when it comes to bone health. Mistake 3. Taking calcium but eating too little protein. Many people take calcium supplements every day, hoping to strengthen their bones. But they forget one very important thing. Calcium alone cannot build bones. Your body also needs enough protein to use that calcium effectively. Bones are not made of calcium alone. They are actually made of a strong protein framework called collagen. Think of collagen as the steel bars in reinforced concrete. Calcium is like the cement that fills in the gaps and hardens everything. Without the steel bars, the cement has nothing to hold onto. Without enough protein, your body cannot build or maintain the collagen matrix. And that makes your bones weaker, even if you take a lot of calcium. As we age, we naturally lose both bone mass and muscle mass. This condition is known as osteosarcopenia, when osteoporosis and sarcopenia happen together. Low protein intake makes this much worse. If your meals are mostly rice, noodles, or bread, but very little meat, fish, tofu, eggs, or dairy, you are not giving your bones what they truly need. Research shows that people who eat more high-quality protein have stronger bones and a lower risk of fractures. Especially older adults. Studies also show that protein helps improve calcium absorption and supports muscle strength, which helps prevent falls, a major cause of fractures in seniors. Some people worry that eating too much protein might wash out calcium from the bones. But this fear is outdated. More recent studies show that protein actually helps retain calcium, as long as you are getting enough calcium from food or supplements. So how much protein do you need? For most adults, the recommended daily amount is around 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. But for older adults who want to protect their bones and muscles, experts suggest increasing that to 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram. That means if you weigh 60 kilograms, you should aim for about 60 to 72 grams of protein per day. What does that look like in real meals? One egg gives you about 6 grams. A small piece of chicken or tofu, about the size of your palm, gives around 20 to 25 grams. A glass of milk adds another 8 grams. Add some beans, yogurt, or fish, and you're on the right track. To summarize, calcium is important, but it cannot work without protein. If you are taking calcium but not eating enough protein, you are missing a key part of the bone building process. Do not let this mistake weaken your bones. Many people take calcium every day, hoping to protect their bones. But the truth is, if you take it the wrong way, you might actually be making your bones weaker. Mistake number 1. Taking calcium at the wrong time. If you take it without food or with calcium-blocking foods, Your body cannot absorb it properly. Taking too much at once also reduces how much your bones actually get. Mistake number 2. Taking calcium without vitamin D and K2. Without vitamin D, calcium cannot be absorbed into your bloodstream. Without vitamin K2, calcium may go to the wrong places, like your arteries, instead of your bones. Mistake number 3. Taking calcium but eating too little protein. Your bones need collagen, the protein framework, to hold calcium in place. If you do not eat enough high-quality protein, your bones stay fragile, no matter how much calcium you take. So what should you do? Take calcium with meals that support absorption, especially with vitamin D and some healthy fats. Choose a calcium supplement that includes vitamin D3 and K2. Eat more protein daily: beans, eggs, tofu, fish, dairy, or lean meat. And do not take all your calcium in one dose, split it into 2 for better effect. Strong bones are not built in a day. But small, smart habits every day make a big difference. If this video helped you, give it a like to support the channel. Share it with someone who takes calcium every day, they might need this information. And subscribe to our channel so you do not miss the next health video. One habit, one change, one stronger body. Start now, your bones are counting on you.